trade. I mean, it collapsed, that railing there.
And Chandler, we were here around 8:30 this morning, and this was all intact. Now you can see behind me, it is no longer, and the waves have been smacking against that constantly here. Now, if you remember, Hurricane Irma actually did something similar to this structure here, and it took several years to get it fixed. So hopefully that's not the same thing that we're going to see here, but that strong wind pulling the water from the St. Johns River, smacking up against that railing there, really creating some significant damage and cleanup. And if you look right here, you can see there's a JSO patrol car, and that's because there were a lot of people who were coming out here trying to get close, not so safe. So that's why we have stepped back, and you can see that this patrol car here is marking the area, so this way no one goes further past this point. They were trying to put some tape up to block people, but the wind is so strong that the tape was actually ripping. So there is some tape up here kind of trying to block people off. We just have a lot of people who are trying to come out here and observe, and please don't do that. It's, you know, JSO is out here, the city of Jacksonville, they're trying to protect you guys, protect their structures as well, so we don't need that many spectators coming out. It's difficult to see because of where we're standing, but in the park we just saw a truck from the city of Jacksonville head in there with bike racks, so that's that metal structure there. Unclear what they're doing with that yet, but I imagine it has to do with something blocking off this park so people don't go in here because the wind is really, really strong. An example of how strong it is what we just showed you here on that banister, but another example of how strong it is I just want to zoom in right here. You see that standing right there? There used to be a sign that said Memorial. It is no longer there. The wind whipped that away. And again, as of 8:30 this morning, everything was intact. And several hours later, with the wind picking up, we're seeing more and more damage in this area. Again, no rainfall, just all of this wind that is taking the St. Johns River water and kind of having it come over the banister. It does appear to be slowing down ever so slightly, but officials don't want you to come out to this area, so just keep that in mind. For local coverage, you can count on Live in Riverside. Megan Moriarty, Action News Jax.